Try and explain to me why Rule Britannia is offensive.
Well, I mean, the song was written in, the middle of the 1700s, and that was when Britain was fully partaking in the slave trade. So to have lyrics like Rule Britannia and saying Britons will never, never, never be slaves, while then fully participating in slavery, in 2019, I find that completely out of date.
So you would ban it too, would you?
Yeah, I don't think that it should... Well, banning it completely, if people want to kind of sing it in their own private homes...
You ban it from the airways. We never play it in public again.
I don't think that we should be playing it and singing it on things like...
One of the greatest patriotic anthems this nation has ever had.
Why is it patriotic, though? Why is it...
Because it stirs the soul, and it reminds us of the fact we're a great country.
What I think is that it reminds of us colonial rule.
You realise that the ones who survived the war all sing that song proudly, do you?
Singing proudly, though, to say, Rule Britannia.
Yeah, we did rule. We won the world wars.
Toby?
I want to ask you, would you ban God Save the Queen, too, because it contains the line, send her victorious, happy and glorious, scatter our enemies, make them fall? Is that too jingoistic and militaristic for you as well?
No, I think that is actually a good example of a song that is patriotic and that we should be proud of. God Save the Queen, and it is very specific to our nation. But I think going back to and feeling nostalgic about, the fact that we used to rule over empires and colonialism...
Toby, back in 2002, Rule Britannia was removed from the repertoire of the last night of the proms. That's where we really see it sort of sung in its full glory, in a break from tradition, because the American chief conductor at the BBC Symphony Orchestra claimed the choice was a nod to the views of the public and growing disdain for the track. That was Leonard Zlakin. That obviously overturns.
That was, I think,
years.
Happily it was overturned, because, as Piers said, I think that song means a great deal to a great number of people, particularly people who've lost people in the Second World War and in the subsequent conflicts we've been involved with. I think to come back on the point about slavery, I think you're overlooking the fact that one of the reasons we don't have an Atlantic slave trade anymore is because the Royal Navy sacrificed blood and treasure to end it after the Abolition of Slavery Act was passed. Abolition of the Slave Trade Act was passed in, 1807.
But they were
the West Africa Squadron was set up, and the West Africa Squadron patrolled the Atlantic to make sure slavery was ended in the Atlantic.
What we've been seeing recently is we've been seeing, Joanna, a sort of creeping revisionist view of stuff that we have traditionally celebrated as a nation. Winston Churchill is now the devil to a lot of young people, right? They're encouraged to believe he was a force for evil, the guy that basically single-handedly rallied this country to win a world war. Rule Britannia, which has been this anthem of celebration of all great things of this country, which we sing proudly as a nation. When we remember, actually, that those who gave the sacrifice, that now has to go too, because Lily Allen has decided, who's by the way, written songs, one of which is called FU, and I've used the abbreviation. She spells it out and sings this on stage. Why are we allowing Lily Allen to spew profanity like that, but we want to ban Rule Britannia? It makes no sense to me.
What exactly is it about the connotations of saying Rule Britannia and Britain will never, never, never be slaves?
You know what?
While also participating in slavery. What about that is celebratory?
It's actually about celebrating us being a free country and about us actually having something to celebrate.
I actually think that with this particular song, a lot of people sing it blindly. I think it's become so much of a tradition at football matches. No, people usually will sing it and they'll say, OK, this is just something that we always sing.
No, I sing it knowing exactly what the lyrics say and exactly what the context is.
So are you OK with colonialism? Were you OK with
I don't see it as a colonial song.
Can I make a suggestion?
I see it as a celebration of this great country.
Can I just, instead of...
You can keep saying it's colonial. I don't see it that way, nor do many people.